Hello guys, welcome to the video Create Java Web Project with IntelliJ IDEA with me Nam Haming from CodeJava.net. Through this video I will guide you how to create a Java web project in IntelliJ IDEA, how to add Maven Support for the project, and then develop a simple Java web application with JSP and Servlet, the core technologies in Java Enterprise Edition or Java EE. And you will also learn how to deploy and run a Java web application on Apache Tomcat Server right inside IntelliJ IDEA. To follow this video, make sure that you have installed the following software programs on the computer: Java Development Kit JDK, IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate version, and Apache Tomcat Server. This is the welcome dialog of IntelliJ IDEA. Click the button Create New Project here to create a new Java web project. And in the new project dialog, make sure that you choose Java Enterprise here, Java Enterprise, and on the right choose web application here, and you need to choose the application server here. So when creating a new Java web project in IntelliJ IDEA, you should choose Java Enterprise here, application server here, and the type of the web project is web application. And you can see by default IntelliJ IDEA choose Java EE version 8 here with JDK 14, Java 14 here. So you can see the version of the web application is 4.0. And to define an application server like Apache Tomcat, click the new button here. And in the list, choose Tomcat Server and specify the location to the home directory of Tomcat. On my computer, I have an installation of Apache Tomcat version 9 here. Click OK. That's it. How to choose application server for the web project. Click OK. And then click Next and enter the project name. In this video, I will guide you how to develop a simple Java web application, a calculator. So I name the project as calculator. Project location use a default setting. Click Finish. So we have our new Java web project here got created, and you can see in the left side in the project view here, IntelliJ IDEA generated some default files for the web application, like the web deployment descriptor file web.xml. Open it and you can see, and the home page of the application index.jsp. And under the external libraries, you can see it refers to JDK 14 and Tomcat runtime for the Servlet API. Right now, we can run this Java web application on Apache Tomcat Server. Just click the menu Run Tomcat here. And IntelliJ IDEA will automatically deploy the web application on Apache Tomcat and open a web browser to access the home page of the web application. As you can see, Tomcat login here, and you can see the Tomcat server here. It automatically opens web browser and access the home page of the web application, as you can see in localhost, and the web application name is calculator _war _ exploded, and this is a suffix appended by the IDE. Later I will tell you how to change this context path. And in the service view, you can see Tomcat server here. status is running, and inside Tomcat you can see the artifact, the web application calculator, and you can see the logging information, the console output of the server here. You can see. So with this view you can stop the server here. So for now, let's stop the server. And you can see IntelliJ IDEA prints the message to indicate that it connected to the server and then disconnected from the server. Now let's add Maven support for this Java web project. So right click on the project here and click the menu add framework support here. And in the add framework support dialog, scroll down a little bit and you can see a Maven here. So check Maven to add Maven support for this project and click OK. And the IDE will generate the Maven project file, the pom.xml file under the project root directory here, pom.xml. And we update the information for the project like the group ID. Group ID is net.codejava artifact calculator version default. And I specify some information for the project like the project name is calculator project description, a simple calculator application, web application. That's it. Let me increase the font size. Increase the font size of the IDE so you can see the code better. So go to File, Settings, and look for Editor, Font here. Choose font size 16. Apply. Okay. So you can see the larger font, right? Make it a little bit larger. 18. Okay. Okay. And then you need to click the refresh button in the Maven view here to reload all Maven projects to synchronize the Maven's project file with the project. And you can see then it displays the name of the project, calculator project, and it displays various lifecycle goals of Maven. Okay. And inside this POM file, you can specify the dependencies. Here, for example, I specify the dependency for the Java Servlet API. Dependency. Group ID is java.servlet. You can see the IntelliJ IDEA automatically suggests group ID. Very convenient. And we want to use the Servlet API. Very convenient feature of the IDE. And version. It also automatically suggests the version number. Here we choose the latest version of Servlet API, which is 4.0.1. That's it. And click refresh to synchronize with the project. And under the external libraries section, you can see it refers to Java Servlet API here. As in the Servlet container like Tomcat provides the API, so we specify the scope of this dependency is provided. That's it. And then in the project module settings, we can libraries, modules, dependencies. We can remove the dependency for Tomcat because we already have the Servlet API here from Maven. So check here and click minus button here to delete. Click OK. That's it. How to add Maven support for the project. Now I will show you how to develop a simple Java web application calculator. So we update the home page, the index.jsp file here. Change the title of the page to my calculator. In the body, we use the div tag here with the heading 1. Web calculator. And we have a form that allows the user to enter some information and then submit to the server for processing. And we specify the action of the form is a relative URL which will be handled by a Java Servlet calculate, and the HTTP method is post. And inside this form we write HTML code to allow the user to enter two numbers A and B and then perform some calculation like sum of two numbers. So here we write input number A, input type equal number. This field is has a name A and it is required. That's it. Now we can deploy and run this web application to see the user interface of this page. Open the services view here. Now let me show you how to configure Tomcat to change the context path. Here, edit configuration, and you can see in the deployment section here, application context here. Let's change the default. Included the word exploded to just calculator. Okay. That's it, and start the server. And with it will automatically open the web browser to access the homepage of the web application. Very convenient. Okay, and the browser is opened up. You can see, and now the title of the page is my calculator, and in the body we have the heading 1 web calculator and a field input number A here. So far so good, right? And we update the code of the JSP page to include another field for number B. So copy and paste the code input number B. The name of this field is B, and we need to have the submit button. B input type equal submit. The value is the caption of the button. Run. Now let's try to refresh the browser, and you see it doesn't update the code we have made. So to tell the IDE, IntelliJ IDEA automatically update the changes, we need to do some extra configuration for this project. To configure IntelliJ IDEA to automatically update the changes we have made for the code on running Tomcat, right click on Tomcat Server in the service view here and click edit configuration. And in this configuration dialog, you can see this section on update action, update class C and resources, and on frame deactivation, choose to update class C and resources. That's it. And then we need to press the shortcut key Control F10 to activate the update action. Click OK. And if you switch to the browser, IntelliJ IDEA we update, and you can see the icon, tick icon green in the IDE in taskbar here, indicating that the IDE has updated the changes. And now let's refresh, and you can see the web page gets updated with the second input field, input number B, and a submit button here. That's it. And we can change this option on frame deactivation to do nothing, to avoid annoying notification from the IDE. And then if you want to apply the trigger update action, you can press the shortcut key Control F10. Control F10, and you can see the update dialog here. You can choose the action: update resource C, update class C and resource C, deploy or restart the server. That's it. Now let's update the HTML code to center the form. Class text align center. You see O attribute from HTML, but F refresh, you see it doesn't update, so you press Ctrl F10 and click OK. And now refresh the browser, and you see it update, and the form is now center on the screen, as you can see here. So when developing, you can set the action on frame deactivation to update class C and resource, so you will see the change take effect immediately in the browser. Next, let's code a Java Servlet class to handle the action of this form. So right click on the project, new, and as you can see, you don't see the option to create a new Java Servlet class here. So if you want to see the option to create a Java Servlet class, you need to configure IntelliJ IDEA a little bit more. So open the module settings here, and you can see the faces web here. You can see in this faces section in the project settings web faces here, and under the source roots here, you can see, check this option. Okay, and click apply, and okay. And now we can create a new Java Servlet class under the source directory main Java here. Right click, and in the context menu you see the options to create a new Java Servlet, new Java filter, new listener. So click create new Java Servlet here, and enter the servlet. Class name is calculator servlet, and choose a package in net.codejava. Click OK, and you see IntelliJ IDEA generated the code for the servlet class here with the servlet annotation here, and we don't need to use this name. We just need to specify the relative URL that matches the URL in the form / calculate here. That's it. And we handle only the HTTP post request, so we keep only the do post method in this Servlet class. And now in the do post method, we read the values of the two input numbers A and B from the form here. As you can see in the code, the field names are A and B here. So we read the two numbers, integer A equal integer pass int request get parameter, and the parameter name is A for the number A. And similarly, we get the value of the number B, convert it into an integer value, and we calculate the sum of these two numbers. Sum equal A plus B. That's it, very simple. And then we can print the output to the response. Print the result to the response. Let's write a print line. Sum of A and B. Sum of A and B is sum. That's it. Now press Ctrl F10, and we need to update class here and resources. Okay. And then let's test this calculator web application. Number A is 20, number B is 40, and click run. You see, we got a 404 error because IntelliJ IDEA doesn't update the code. We got error here. Release version 5 not supported, so we need to open the project module settings here. Sorry, we need to open the settings dialog here and go to the section build execution deployment compiler, Java compiler, and here you need to change the project bytecode version to version 8, Java 8, and Tazit bytecode version from 1.5 to version 8. That's it. And click OK. That's it. And it's better to redeploy our Java web application. Redeploy. And wait for a moment. Okay, now let's refresh calculator. Number A 20, number B 30, run. And you can see the URL is not correct here. So we are change action calculate here to just calculate. That's it. Press Ctrl F10. Okay. And refresh the application homepage. Calculator. Input number A 20, number B 40. Click run. And you can see the Java Servlet calculator Servlet has been invoked, and it brings the result here. Sum of 20 and 40 is 60, which is correct. Awesome, right? Let's test with another value. Input number 2, 3 for number A, and number B is 456. Click run, and you can see the result. Sum of 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 is 579. I think it is correct. Next, let's update the project to display the result of the sum of two numbers in the JSP page instead of printing in the response like this. So under the web directory here, create a new JSP file, new JSP, and enter the JSP file name is result.jsp. Enter, and change the title of the page is calculator result. We use the div section and align the content center, and in this we have as a heading 1 calculation result, and we use expression language or EL in Java to print the values passed from the servlet in the servlet class here. We delete this line and we set the values of A, B, and sum to the request attribute. Request set attribute A, value is A, and similarly for values B and sum. So the values of A, B, and sum will be available to the JSP page to be displayed. Sum, that's it. And in the JSP page we can print the values of those numbers using heading 3 sum up. And it's this expression language in JSP to print the value of a variable A and B is sum. That's it. Very simple. And in the service class we forward the request to the result.jsp page. Request get request dispatcher, then the path to the JSP page result.jsp, and then call forward request and response. That's it. Now press Ctrl F10 to update class and resources, and then we need to test again. Refresh, input number 789 741, click run. You see it isn't updated, so we need to deploy under Tomcat here. Okay, and now let's refresh, and you can see the calculation result is now displayed in the JSP page. Calculation result sum of 789 and 741 is 1530. I think this is correct. So that's it, how to develop a simple Java web application with Servlet and JSP in IntelliJ IDEA running on Apache Tomcat Server. I hope you will find this video tutorial helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you.